right now on 5 on your side at 10.
A light snow and rain mix moving in overnight into tomorrow morning, and then a quick warm up for the first weekend in March.
9 months, no new contract. Tonight, SLU nurses stand in solidarity, their message on patient safety. Deadly fires plaguing the bi-state.
Getting more frequent or getting more severe.
Tonight, the message from firefighters to keep you and your family safe. First tonight, all clear right now in St. Louis, but a mix of rain and snow is moving in right now from the southwest. Good evening, I'm Mike Bush.
And I'm Kelly Jackson. That wintry mix could get here just in time for the morning commute. Let's get straight over to meteorologist Jim Castillo with the latest Weather First forecast.
Yeah, that time frame on it is about 3 a.m. to 8 a.m. And so we're watching this batch of when you see green, it's rain, but then there's a little bit of snow mixing in there, and it is headed in our direction. So meteorological spring starts tomorrow. It's the beginning of March. And guess what? We're going to get a little taste of winter in here, but it's going to be really quick and really brief. So this is the forecasted snow accumulations. Again, spotty and on grassy areas, or maybe the cars, but the ground surface temperatures are so warm, we're expecting wet roads and no big issues with the temperature or the roadways, but we'll keep our eyes on it. So light rain and snow late tonight into the morning hours. Then we clear up in the afternoon tomorrow, but you won't believe how warm it gets this weekend. I'll have much more on not only that winter mix, but also those high temperatures by Sunday coming up.
Look forward to that, Jim. And a reminder, you can get the latest Weather First forecast anytime. Just text the word weather to 314-425-5355 and we will send it straight to your phone. We are following breaking news out of Fenton, where one man is dead after a shooting happened in the Jefferson County side of Fenton on Matthews Drive. The sheriff's office says the shooting stemmed from a domestic violence incident. A 39-year-old man died at the hospital. A 20-year-old man is in police custody.
Also breaking tonight, a person was thrown from a car in a two-vehicle crash in downtown St. Louis. This happened about an hour ago at Tucker and Convention Plaza. Fire crews tell us someone was trapped inside one of those cars. One person was taken to the hospital and was not conscious at the time. We'll bring you more information as soon as it becomes available.
A St. Anne woman is dead after an early morning house fire. It is just the latest in a series of recent deadly fires in the bi-state.
Nearly a dozen people have died in the last 10 days, and new tonight, Robert Townsend reports the disturbing trend is prompting firefighters to spread some life-saving tips.
Investigators say early Thursday morning a fire started in the living room of this home on Cram Avenue in St. Anne and trapped a 67-year-old woman inside.
You could see it coming out of the kitchen window.
Firefighters pulled Henry Crumride's next-door neighbor out of the home, but the Air Force veteran died at a hospital.
I just can't imagine, if that was my sister or my mom, my grandma.
Tuesday, investigators say 72-year-old Deborah Johnson was killed in a house fire on Altonwood Drive in Jennings. And last Friday, 4-year-old siblings died after getting trapped in a house fire in Cahokia Heights.
It takes a toll on the firefighters.
How do you all cope?
Camaraderie. We do critical and stress debriefing. Some firefighters seek counseling.
In the past 2 weeks, 11 people have been killed in house fires, 6 of them children.
They're getting more frequent, they're getting more severe.
And that's why Camp Jackson Assistant Fire Chief Sharon Davis is spreading all important safety reminders. First, make sure you and your family have an escape plan.
Everyone should have exits out of their home, at least 2 of them.
And practice it.
They're really supposed to be doing monthly, especially with your children, so it becomes muscle memory.
Never overload extension cords or outlets.
We can have fires, and those fires don't usually start when somebody's sitting there watching TV. It's usually when you're in bed and sleeping.
And of course, we cannot stress this enough. Make sure you have a working smoke detector in your home at all times.
I'm hoping everybody makes it their top priority to be safe.
Robert Townsend, 5 on your side.
And remember, free smoke detectors can be picked up at police and fire departments. In some areas, firefighters will come out to your home and install them.
Tomorrow, a funeral will be held for the 4 children killed in a house fire earlier this month in Ferguson. Services for 2-year-old Millie Spader, 6-year-old Jackson Spader, and 9-year-old twins Ellie and Ivy Prusner will be held at the Crossing in Chesterfield. Visitation starts at 2:30. A service will follow at 6 p.m. And a separate funeral will be held for their mother, Bertie Prusner. Investigators believe she intentionally set the fire. The father of Jackson and Millie released a new statement tonight. It reads, quote, "The murder of my 2 beautiful children has changed my life forever. My friends and family are incredibly grateful for the outpouring of support from the community. Please keep us, the kids' classmates, and loved ones in your prayers."
Tonight, nurses at St. Louis University Hospital held a vigil for patient safety. They've continued working on the front lines for nearly a year without a new contract. Our Laura Barczewski is live outside SLU Hospital, where nurses say working conditions have gotten worse. Laura.
Yes, Mike, over this negotiation process, SLU nurses tell me they've actually lost staff and continue to struggle to serve their patients because of unsafe staffing levels. SSM says otherwise.
We want a contract! We want a contract! When do we want it? Now!
St. Louis University Hospital nurses say for the last roughly 10 months, they've been going through a grueling fight for a contract that not only increases wages, but protects them and their patients.
We love St. Louis. We love Urban Hospital, where the most underserved, the most underprivileged come to us for care. And that's what we are here for, and we want to continue to do that.
But right now, they say unsafe staffing levels are sending them home in tears. In some departments, one nurse could be caring for 8 or 9 patients.
An ideal patient ratio would be 4 to 1 in some instances. ICU should be 2 to 1.
Gail Warner works in the behavioral health unit, where she says the staffing crisis has a trickle-down effect.
They don't have adequate hands on deck to do the thorough assessments to medically stabilize the patients before they bring them to us.
A spokesperson for SSM Health says they've maintained consistent and high-quality patient care, releasing a lengthy statement that reads in part, "The National Nurses Organizing Committee's public rhetoric is hurtful to our nurses and other caregivers and professionals who give their all every single day." They say hospital leaders are ready to reach an agreement and have had a substantial increase in wages on the table for months. SLU nurse Earlene Shepard says negotiations have improved slightly.
It seems like they're trying to at least come to the table and at least have a conversation with us.
Nurses say they appreciate the community's support, especially from the Board of Aldermen. President Megan Green says the delay is hurting the community.
It's really important that we're supporting our frontline workers. Everybody's been saying that all pandemic, right? Support our frontline workers. Well, the best way we can support them is by giving them a fair contract.
SSM Health says there is another negotiation day planned for March, and the nurses say they really hope to have a contract by Easter. Reporting in St. Louis, Laura Barczewski, 5 on your side.
A Bridgeton man is behind bars tonight, accused in a hit-and-run crash that seriously injured a 14-year-old boy. The teen was found lying in the shoulder near the intersection of Natural Bridge and McKelvey on Tuesday night. According to court documents, police used surveillance cameras in the area to track down the accused driver, Antonio Corona. He's charged with leaving the scene of an accident. The teen is expected to survive.
Tomorrow, jury selection begins in the trial for Daniel Riley. He is the man charged in last year's downtown crash that caused 17-year-old Janae Edmondson to lose her legs. Opening arguments are expected to begin next Tuesday. Rapper Drake is addressing another horrific crash in downtown St. Louis that killed a mother and daughter who just left his concert.
I want you to turn to somebody that you do not know. I want you to look them in the eyes, and I want you to prove that you're grateful for your life.
Drake made those comments Tuesday night during his concert in Buffalo, New York. He said he watched the video circulating on social media showing the moment a car hit Leticia Bracero and Elisa Cordova on February 12th. Just this week, a judge ordered Monty Henderson on house arrest and to surrender his driver's license.
Tonight, a new initiative is underway to give small businesses a boost. The city of Jennings is allocating $100,000 to 10 small businesses.
The money is to be used to make necessary upgrades. Brent Solomon is just back from Jennings to explain how it works.
Well, let's face it, sometimes just getting up and going to work can be tough. Imagine starting your own business from the ground up. In today's economy, staying in business can also be hard. Leaders in Jennings want to help remove those roadblocks. This bright spot off I-70 and Jennings Crossing was once known as the Pit.
It was dark. It was this whole little turn here was dark, completely black.
But in the past 7 years, a transformation.
So let's light it up. Let's light it up.
Strategic Home Healthcare now offers a variety of services inside of this growing office space, including services for seniors.
Helping them find the resources they need to have a healthy life at home.
And a barber and beauty salon.
This is the shampoo room.
These 3 siblings bought the condemned building and brought it to life.
Every piece of floor you see, every piece of paint, every light you see.
My baby brother had me down here putting this towel on the floor and caulking and everything else.
The city of Jennings wants to see more businesses like this thrive.
Small businesses mean a lot. They're the backbone of our communities.
It's why the city is providing up to $10,000 for businesses who need help. It comes from federal ARPA funds. The money can go towards lighting, security, even HVAC upgrades.
They are not like larger chains, and they don't have that support that larger chains have. So this is one step that we're taking to better our community.
Strategic Home plans on applying.
To have a sidewalk out and steps with a railing that will make it safe for even some of our senior clients that visit the barbershop would be great. And provide a little bit better lighting around the building, creating a more safe environment. So if anybody's willing to support us in any way, we're grateful.
Businesses in Jennings who are interested in applying can call or show up to City Hall to get an application.